Amigos, amigas, friends, my friends, everybody. You know who this is? Of course, this is Thunder Rosa. And I want to introduce to all of you guys, all of you, this absolutely amazing channel. This is the Dre 41 Gaming channel. And if you haven't seen this, guys, you are watching Dre 41.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Dre41, aka Mr. 4K, aka El Fuego, the spiciest of Dre's. And welcome to another episode of ECW Anarchy Rulz, where I just want to talk to you guys as the community and just really, figure out, talk about some wrestling stuff. You feel me? And that's kind of how these videos are situated. Like I said in past videos of ECW Anarchy Rulz, I actually have a playthrough that I was messing with. I want to unlock everybody. I really do. But this game is cheap as hell, yo. And they put you in some nonsense matches, bruh. So I'm not sure if that's something I really want to stress about. I'm not sure that's something I want to do. But we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. Right now we are playing a Living Dangerously Rob Van Dam versus Jerry Lynn. And yeah, this is a match that will go down as one of the best wrestling matches, point blank period, even though there was interference in this match. Heavy interference by Bill Alfonso. The referee, the manager of champions. Gonna be honest here. Like I said, it's still one of the greatest matches. Now, this is gonna be an Iron Man 10-minute time limit, and yeah, it's just honestly to show off just this game. Like I said, I'm probably going to do a walkthrough. Multiple walkthroughs, which is going to suck. But I mean, eventually, get acclimated to the moves, which playing this game isn't difficult. You gotta pause a lot, and that is what sucks the most. Is having to pause this game, and it's like I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? If I'm playing this game and I'm pausing multiple times in the match, unless y'all guys care about that. Like a lot of the times when I do recordings, I like to streamline everything so you don't see issues like that, and it's more or less just a straightforward playthrough and nothing where it's like, oh, this is wrong with it or that is wrong with it. But let's talk about something else that I feel like is really important to wrestling games as far as visuals go. And maybe other people agree with me, maybe you don't. But let's talk about cameras. Cameras in wrestling games, right? Should there be an option to change the camera? Should there be camera options? Hard camera 1, hard camera 2, which is reverse, facing the entranceway like this game does. Or like past games, they used to have the camera facing the commentary table, or an angled view like they have in Wrestle Kingdom 1 and 2. There's so many different camera options that there could be. A lower, closer to the ring like they have in 2K22, or even something like this. You know what I'm saying? There's multiple camera angles that can be utilized in these wrestling games. Another thing that I think a lot of wrestling games have not gotten correct, I think the only, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the only game that has really gotten down pat the camera angles once you go outside the ring is WCW Mayhem. That's the only one. Every other game has this damn near top-down angle. They don't have the angles like you see on TV. Now, granted, when it's more than just two people, you can't do that. But I'm talking about one-on-one matches, though. That's the difference. When you're in a one-on-one match, you can have different camera angles. That only makes it look like a TV production. When you sit there and you have that top-down view, like they have in most wrestling games, it's almost like it takes you out of the immersion. What's the point of having all these specialized camera angles and replays and stuff like that when you go out the ring, it just doesn't affect, it doesn't take effect anymore. What's the point? Oh, also, replays aren't necessarily utilized at the end of matches. They're also utilized within the match when there's big moves or high impact moves. You feel what I'm saying? And I think, when they first do the move, they can do like a replay, and then once they do it again, they're not going to do a replay because they already seen it. You feel what I'm saying? And I think that's something that should be implemented into wrestling games. And I'm not just saying this for WWE. Once again, I do work with the wrestling code, so that's also something that I am definitely going to convey as well. Camera angles are very, very important in wrestling games. Very important. I mean, maybe for some people, presentation for me is a huge thing, especially having a YouTube channel where I, record matches, do voiceover commentary for it. It's important. For other people, they just like getting into the game. They don't even care about it. They don't even think about it, whatever the case is. Presentation for me is the biggest thing to really, for me, make the game feel like it's immersive. If it's just a straightforward wrestling game, it's just like, okay, well, you're just doing it for the competition. You go online, Facebook, whoop, 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 whatever. But I think a good portion of people like the minutia of wrestling games and just what they present, the presentation. Entrances. Oh, also when WWE was doing the that 4K camera joint, why they didn't put that in 2K? That would have been hard if they did that. I think that would have been hard, but whatever. They didn't use it. But yeah, there's a lot of camera angles that can be utilized in a wrestling game, and I would love to see them. I would love to see it where it's like an action cam, where the cameras move around. Now, would that could that be an issue when playing? Yeah, it could be. But you should have the option to turn it on or off. Why should you be stuck with one camera angle for the whole game? Perfect example. The SVR series back in the day had camera angles. Facts. We forget that because it's something that was taken out and never put back in. Why it hasn't? Like, I don't even want to hear about no technical issues, honestly. There aren't any technical issues of why you can have different camera angles. I don't even want to hear it. Honestly, I wouldn't even feel like it'd be true. I feel like they would be lying. To be completely honest, I would not believe. Why is RVD getting his boot smoked right now by Jerry Lynn? He is getting worked. 7-0? He dusting this man off. Sheesh. But yeah, I feel like just the presentation wise and also atmosphere, like a little bit of smoke in the arena. You feel me? A little bit of fog. You feel me? Like that's what they used to have in the early 90s. Not early 90s, but the mid to late 90s. Watch wrestling from back in the day. When pyro went off, you seen the smoke in the arena still. That's something that I definitely liked. It's just the atmosphere. And they gotta set their game up with crowd sounds. Like this game right here, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not great graphics, it's pretty bad. But it was good back in the day, I ain't gonna stunt. Like anybody who sit there and say this game had bad graphics even for its time, they're lying. They're lying. And I don't even want to hear it. But yeah, like crowd sounds. Just stuff that goes around the arena, chants. You know what I'm saying? Fans when they slap the guardrail or the barrier when they're chanting or cheering. You feel me? Like just the overall atmosphere and presentation of wrestling games can definitely use some upgrading. You feel me? Because it's just like right now, even with this game, like you probably can't really hear it because I'm talking. But there's a little bit of crowd noise, but a lot of the times it's quiet as hell. It's almost like they watching the indie show. Facts. Like they're just watching the indie show and they not messing around with it or whatever the case is. But I know for like me, man, I want it to be like where the crowd is going nuts. They're going nuts. Like Like, and I wanted to have situations. This is all presentation wise, which also goes into move sets as well. Transitional moves, like where they both stand up at the end and fighting stance. They should have that. Like when both of you guys press the grapple button at the same time, it goes into it. So let's say if you're a heavyweight going up against another heavyweight, you do like heavyweight reversals into a standing fighting stance. Or if it was like two cruiserweights, or if it was a heavyweight versus a cruiserweight. You feel me? It should be like different situationals, situational grapples when you both grapple at the same time. That would be hard. That would be hard. I would love to see that. You feel what I'm saying? And it's just like y'all grappled at the same time. So basically, we're gonna run this animation. Both of you are gonna get some moves in, and then y'all going both, kip up or stand up real quick, fight and stand, stall. You feel me? Like, all right, y'all press grapple at the same time. This is what happens. So now y'all gotta be more on point. Instead of somebody going for a grapple, go for a kick, because attacks are usually faster than trying to pull off a grapple. Feel me? Depending on how a wrestler's speed should go. That's just something to think about. Let's not get too much into that stuff. As far as gameplay goes, that might be the next video. That might be the next video that we talk about is gameplay and how the game should be programmed, or how a wrestling game should be programmed, and how gameplay. Damn, that was a hard Irish whip. That's a hard Irish whip to where your sternum hits the damn turnbuckle. That right there is something tough that should be in wrestling games. I'm telling, like, people sit there and downplay these wrestling games from back in the day, but they got some features in here, man, that are definitely missing out. They have the little details. The little details that I'm telling you that wrestling games are missing, and people don't see that yet. People see the glitz and glamour of the graphics, and oh my god, the game looks so great, and it's like, but what about, what you get with it? You feel me? Like the reversal system in this, they don't have it yet. They don't have it in W. They got canned reversals, and you can't choose what move you do. You have a canned reversal, or like an elbow, and then you could do a move, but that's really about it. We'll talk about that in the next video though, man. But it looks like it's about to be over with Jerry Lynn winning 12-6. RVD got washed. He got washed in this damn match. That's crazy. But thank you guys for watching. Let me know what presentation means to you in wrestling games. Other than that, stay safe. Catch you on the next episode later.